My bad. I had muted my mic. My bad. I just unmuted the mic. I apologize. I had the mic muted. I am unmuted. Let's discuss. So, okay, can y'all hear me? Everybody can hear me. Y'all can hear me, right? You can hear me, Mom? Mom, can you hear me? Elizabeth, can you hear me? I am muted the mic. I think that was my problem. I had my mic muted. Okay, cool. So, you know, I want to talk about um we're gonna talk about this what's trending because everybody be like, oh, on Beyonce internet, but actually right now I honestly think that this is Cat Williams internet. So I just think that's what we are. I think it's his internet. Um I think that's what it is. So um I just want to talk about that, right? Because I saw that Ice Cube responded, and I want to play Ice Cube response, and we just gonna talk about we're gonna talk about Ice Cube response, right? Let's talk about it. My bad. Hold up. All right. So I gotta go to Twitter and pull up his response because I kind of think it was funny a little bit. It be what it be. But I think what he was literally trying to do is Ice Cube did not want to say Ricky Smiley was lying, but he didn't want to say that Cat Williams was telling the truth. So I think he wanted to be neutral in the situation. He really didn't you can tell that he didn't want to address it, but he had to address it. But at the end of the day, he kind of wanted to stay neutral. He wanted to stay out of it. He like, look, keep me out y'all drama, but because I'm home chilling. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But because he it was his movie, of course everybody wanted to hear what he had to say. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is. So let me share my screen. Okay, y'all ready? We're gonna listen to what he say. But you can literally tell when you're watching him, you can tell he wanted to stay as neutral as he could. He didn't want to say that Cat Williams was telling the truth, and he didn't want to say that Ricky Smiley was lying. He wanted to stay as neutral as he could. But you can tell you can tell somebody had to call him and tap him on his shoulder and say, hey, you got to say something about this. And you can literally tell like why he talking. He did not want to talk. But let's listen.
Ice Cube. Um, just wanted to address a few things. Everybody been
You're right, Alicia.
checking out the internet. My man Cat Williams. Um, first of all, I just want to say, we shot that movie over 20 years ago. So, you know, people have different perspectives, and it's been a long time. Um, I also want to say, every comedian that I've worked with, every comedian that I've put in a movie, I only put them in the movie because I thought they was funny. I thought they was perfect for the part. I tried to put them in a position to win. Um, that's what it's all about, I don't, I look at from, Chris Tucker and Bernie Mac and Mike Epps, Cat Williams, um, Ricky Smiley, Michael Blackson, Cedric, Kevin Hart. All these guys I know are funny as hell. I didn't discover them. They were doing their stand up or doing their thing, and I knew that they were great and that they could act, and that if I have an opportunity, I was gonna give them an opportunity. To me, that's what it's all about. Um, far as specific.
I'm gonna stop right here and just say fair use, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta stop it anyway. But I just want to say, like, you can literally tell the whole time this man is talking, he hate that he have to address this. He absolutely hate that he have to address it. But you can tell that he was tapped on his shoulder and somebody said, you gotta address this. But you can tell this man want absolutely nothing to do with this. But
Specific things, Cat was 100 on a few things. Most of what he was saying, a couple things, I just want to clarify. Uh, when we bring in a new, comedian, we do have them try out for different roles. So Ricky did give Money Mike a shot. But when we saw him and, we kind of saw how he moved and how he was, auditioning, we decided that he would be a better, Santa Claus, which was, to me, the perfect casting. When we saw Mike, damn, I call him Money Mike. When we saw Cat, when I saw him, I just knew that he was perfect for Money Mike. And Cat, said he wrote his role, which, the role was written, but he enhanced it. This is why Cat was so dope in the movie. Money Mike had a small role, about as big as the Santa Claus role, but when we start filming, he was giving us such magic that we kept expanding his role, giving him more to do because he was on point. When we shoot these movies, for one, the scripts are fire, or they wouldn't even do it. The scripts are laugh out funny, but we shoot the script. But once we get what we need from the script, we let the comedians ad lib, riff, play with the words, do their thing. We give them a take where they can, or 2, 3 takes where they can go off and do what they feel. Sometimes it makes the movie, sometimes it don't. When somebody gives you jewels, you want to try to make sure that makes the movie. So in the movie, there's second thing I want to clear up. It was never, I would never shoot a rape scene in a movie, especially like Friday.
okay, so I kind of disagree right here, right? Because he said I would never shoot a rape scene, but didn't that girl get raped on Players Club? Am I not mistaken? Like, didn't she get assaulted on Players Club? They didn't actually show it, which I don't think movie's gonna actually show it, but under the impression, like, didn't that girl get assaulted? Like, Cube, you tripped me.
Where you actually see this happening on camera. That ain't my style. If you check out any of my movies, they're not raunchy.
Okay.
We did a movie called Players Club where the subject matter was a little raunchy, but for the most part, even that we left it to your imagination. So the only reason that kind of stuff is in the movie is because you have 3 villains in Friday After Next. You have Santa Claus still in.
Okay. So, all right, Q, I'm done with you. It just, I don't I it doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man wasn't telling a lie. And I don't even think Ricky Smiley, because he handled it with such grace, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even going to, like, pull him down to the ground. I'm not gonna do that, because I think Ricky Smiley, I think he kind of handled it with grace and say, you know what, you was perfect for that role. I think the problem is the way Cat Williams is kind of like a lot of people. A lot of us, we gotta stand up for what we believe in. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you see something or injustice, you gotta say something. You know what I mean? Like, we a lot of people, we have to stand on our square. You know what I mean? And when you see something and you don't agree with it, you have to say something. You know what I mean? Like, you have to say something. You can't not say something. You gotta say it. You gotta I always say, do the right thing. Like, integrity is doing the right thing even when nobody's looking. So you have to do the right thing even when other people disagree with you, even when people believe in taking shortcuts. You just gotta do the right thing. And I think it was hard for him because he wanted to address it, but at the same time he kind of felt like he didn't want to say anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wanted to stay as far away from the conversation as he could. He wanted to be like, damn, I gotta go say something. You can tell somebody was like, my God, you gotta say something. But he really didn't want to have that conversation. Like, we can all tell, right? And so what I really kind of wanted to talk about is the truth. It'll stand all by itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mama used to always say, the truth don't need a defense. The truth will stand all by itself. And you hear that as a kid, but what does that really mean as adults? Like, what do we really get out of that? What do you Just a question. When somebody say that, what do you entail? Like, what do you get out of it? Right, right, Elizabeth. Like, you can tell, like, he can say, and I believe Cat when he said it was a rape and it was gonna be a rape in the bathroom. Like, they probably wouldn't have showed the rape, just like on Players Club. They didn't show that girl getting raped, but we all knew that that girl was assaulted. She was raped in that room. Like, we know that. You know what I'm saying? So it's no lead to your imagination. My God. Like, it was there. Like, it was literally there. Like, it wasn't leave to your imagination when you seeing how his sister, how the boy's sister was responding, and you got to get out of town and this and that. Like, you knew it. So I can believe Cat Williams when he said that it was going to be a rape in that. But I can honestly believe that. I believe that he may have said, we don't have to do that. It's because when you have integrity, it's people with integrity are far and small. Like, it's not a lot of people who believe in integrity. People love to say that, oh, I see the glass half full. But in reality, a lot of people, they see the glass half empty. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, they are very negative. They think very negative. They don't have a positive way of looking. Like, they used to say, give a person a glass, is the glass half full or half empty? You know what I'm saying? And if you say the glass is half full, you're a positive person. If you say the glass is half empty, you're a negative person, right? So a lot of people, they know that. And because they know it, they always say, oh, it's half full. But in reality, the way that they think they true response is the glass is half empty. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they are, because they have a negative mindset. They look at the world in a negative light. You see what I'm saying? So it it takes a lot for a person to look at, like, I just believe that a lot of stuff has to be unlearned. It has to be we have to be retaught. Can y'all hit the like button for me, please? Um I think a lot of people have to be retaught because um the way that we was taught was kind of different. You know what I mean? Like, were you taught to look for the positive and everything? Like I teach my kids, I always tell my kids, I always say, regardless of what your situation is, regardless of whatever is going on, it can be something totally negative, but can you find anything positive about that situation? I need you to look for the positive part of that situation so that way you're not becoming a negative person. You know what I'm saying? Find the positive in every situation. Find the good in every situation. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm a, I'm gonna leave Ricky Smiley alone because I kind of think that he was I think that Ricky Smiley kind of agreed in a sense. I think he agreed in a sense. I think that Ludacris making a rap song, I believe everything Cat said happened. I believe everything that party, whatever party, I believe everything that Cat said. They had a choice. Luda, you did it because you came with a song instead of just saying that nigga lying. I ain't do that. Like, if somebody accused you of something and somebody saying that something happened, if you know for a fact they ain't happened, the first thing I'm gonna say is, girl, stop lying. Boy, you lying. Like, that's gonna be the first thing that come out of my mouth. If I know for a fact it didn't happen, stop lying. That is a lie. You see what I'm saying? But he didn't say that. And because he didn't say it, I'm gonna believe what Ice Cube. I'm gonna believe what Kevin. I'm gonna believe what Cat said about Luda, nigga. Whatever happened, that happened. You know what I mean? So I don't believe Kevin. I didn't believe said. Who else? Um, but I just I kind of didn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like we have to stand on our square. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be able. I always say this. You gotta learn to eat the meat, spit out the bones. Right? I don't know. See, I'm 49. I'm 49. I eat 49. I talk like my grandma. I talk like my mama. Like, I'm so old in my soul. Like, so I I kind of think that, we have to. I, Ray, I do. I eat 49. You know what I'm saying? I talk 49. I'm old as hell. I just look like a little girl, but I'm old as hell. And it's okay with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, have you ever heard eat the meat, spit out the bones? You can take something good. It doesn't matter. Like, you can learn from anybody. You can learn from kids. You can learn, like, sometimes I have a daughter that's 27 years old, and sometimes she say stuff and it's really good. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, she teach me a lot. You know what I'm saying? She teaches me a lot, and I appreciate that. I got a son that's 31. He teach me a lot, especially because, like, I don't listen to rap music. I be on YouTube only for the simple fact that I I want to be able to know what the kids are talking about. I got a 17, 16-year-old and a set of twins that are 15. So I I want to be able, I want to be relatable to my kids. I want to be able to know what they're talking about. If I can hear them, like if I hear them say, "Oh, that's that red song, Jim," I'm like, who? You know, like when they talk about stuff, I want to know who they talking about. So I came to YouTube because I want to know what the kids be talking about. I'm not gonna listen to it. Rap music give me a headache. And when I was young, we didn't even have drill music, so I wouldn't even know how to respond to that, right? So I just I just wouldn't know how to respond to that. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of think that as people, it just really just using common sense. At the end of the day, like Voodoo say, my sister she always be saying, man, just use common sense. Like, and that's what it kind of boils down to. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I just think that was Cat lying. I don't think that he lied about nothing that he said. I think he figured because he added lines or he added whatever that he actually wrote his script. But I do believe Cube when Cube say that the script was already wrote. You know what I'm saying? And like you remember Ice Cube say that they kept adding Money Mike parts, right? So that means that his part wasn't that big. So did he write or add stuff? I believe that he did, but did he write all the lines for Money Mike? I don't believe he did that either. You know what I'm saying? So I it just, but I believe in everything that he said about Kevin Hart, Tiffany Haddish, Linnell, all of that stuff that he said. I believe all of that cold-heartedly. Like I believe in everything that he said. Only for the simple fact is Tiffany Haddish isn't funny. I don't like, I'm from Florida. I remember her doing a show in Miami and she pulled somebody up from the audience who was telling jokes. Girl, this your show. When have you ever seen a comedian pull somebody from the audience and give them the mic and let them do their like it's it's not done. Like it don't make no sense. She, she's not funny without a script. And so I would never, I don't know who paid for the tickets, but it was, she was in Miami. I think it was a couple of years ago. It was right after that girls trip, and she tried to go do stand up, right? And it didn't work out well for her. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think everybody have stand up in them. You know what I mean? So, mom, you was mom, stop it. So anyway, I just say that I just believe that, you know, the truth, it needs no defense. You know what I'm saying? Like my mama always said the truth can stand all by itself. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that. I believe that the truth will stand all by itself. I believe in 2024, this is the year of truth, right? So I do believe everything and people are being exposed. I'm not even talking about just Hollywood. I'm talking about in real life too. You're gonna see like regular, how they say, regular smuggler like people. You're gonna see it. Um I think all of this is going to be exposed. You see what I'm saying? I like me, I listen, y'all know I got 6 kids and I got my grandbaby. So I got 7 kids, right? I would never, I don't, I would not spend my money going to see Kevin Hart, Tiffany Haddish. I'm not spending my money on nothing that I can literally watch on my Netflix that I pay for, on one of these streaming services that I pay for, or I can't go to YouTube to go watch. Like I'm not going to spend no money on that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not doing that. So if I can't watch it on one of those platforms, it is what it is. And I just is nobody that I would literally go pay money to go watch. I'm not doing that because I don't they add no value to my life. You know what I'm saying? For me to be doing that, they don't I just don't see I just don't see the purpose. You know what I mean? Like, no, we not doing that. You see what I'm saying? So I think it's early in 2024, right? We 6 days into the new year, right? We are 6 days. I think we need, I'll say this. Now, I'm gonna shout this, right? How y'all feel about this? Because this is what I do. So every year at the beginning of the year, I do a self-evaluation. Y'all know if y'all work for a company, y'all know every year those people they do an evaluation every year, right? And then they tell you, they pull you in the office and they say, "Oh, we're gonna give you a raise. We're gonna give you a raise, or you've been doing good." They have a performance schedule, like from 1 to 5, 5 being the, I say 5 being the worst, 1 being the very best, right? And they you may average a 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. They tell you, your performance is good, you doing great on this. If you can just kind of like change and transition and da 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 da, do this and this and that. Y'all know how job evaluation performance is, right? We all have them. If you have a job, they do an evaluation on you every year. Whether you know it or not, they do it, right? So I do that personally in my life. I evaluate anybody that I consider my friend. Every year I do an evaluation, right? Hey sister, um every year I do an evaluation, right? Because sometimes like you can be friends with somebody, but guess what? If I haven't heard from you in a month or two, and for an example, just say I talk to Ray every day, or I talk to Voodoo every day, or I talk to Elizabeth, I talk to you every day, right? I grade that. You see what I'm saying? Like me and my best friend, maybe I haven't talked to you in 6 months. Are we best friends at this point? You see what I'm saying? So you have to put people in a proper place, because sometimes you give people positions in your life that they don't deserve, or you give people presidents in your life that you really shouldn't be giving them at that particular moment. You know what I mean? So it's like being a friend, you have to earn certain things. So that's what I do. Like I do an evaluation every year. I sit back and I evaluate and I say, have I talked to, and this just me, right? I got 5 friends that I am extremely close to. And I always sit back and I say, who have I talked to the most? I talked to my mentor yesterday and I told my mentor, you haven't been mentoring. Like, I need to know what's going on. Like, and she started laughing and was like, girl, you can take what I don't taught you and you can repackage it and you can teach people. And I just think it's funny, right? Because you're my mentor. I need you to mentor. You know what I mean? And so do y'all evaluate people in your life? Like, because sometimes you have to, I always say that I'm full. Because when you say that you are friends with the person, you have to add to their life, right? And if you're not adding value to me, I'm not going to allow you to subtract from me. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? So I think friendships and relationships have to be mutual. We both have to give. A friendship relationship is just like a marriage. In a marriage, you're going to have your ups and your downs, your disagreements or whatever, but y'all grow together. Friends is the same way. You're going to have your ups and your downs. You're going to agree sometimes. You're going to disagree in love. You know what I'm saying? Because me and Voodoo, we disagree all the time. You know what I'm saying? But we disagree in love. It's not like if she disagreed with me, we're not gonna talk or we're not gonna be friends. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So me and my best friend, we disagree all the time, but you disagree in love. Me and my mentor was the first person who actually ever disagreed with me. And I used to be like, I don't like her. And they'll be like, why she don't agree with you? You was right. And in my mind, this was like 16 years ago, y'all. I didn't understand why she was disagreeing with me, because I really felt like what I was saying was right. So I didn't understand. And then I had watched a video from Bishop Jakes, and he started to break down. In my mind, all I can hear Voodoo saying is take that, take that. That's why I'm laughing. But he started to break down relationships, and he helped me put people in. And he when he break down friendships, you have to put people in a proper place in your life. You see what I'm saying? So I always say I got room. I got room for 8 friends, right? No more, no less. I only got room for 8. I can be friends with 8 people and properly give them the attention that they need, because you got to understand, if your friend is going through something and your friend needs you. Let me tell you something. So when my mom, when we was at the hospital and my mom was really sick, right? And they told us that my mom probably not gonna make it through the night, right? And I'll never forget, my best friend called me and I text her, right? And I said, they say mama may not make it through the night. And she said, are you okay? And I said, I don't know. And I went back into the hospital, and within 20 minutes, she was right there. She never left my side. You see what I'm saying? And so when you are friends with the person, you have to be able to drop everything. If my friend need me, I got to be able to say, I'm on my way. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm on my way. Whatever happened, I'm on my way. You need me? It's been times my best friend called me in the middle of the night. I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm on the phone with her till about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. I get dressed and go to work. Why? Because, and then I'm tired at work, but I don't care, because at the end of the day, I have to make sure, like, you have to make sure that you are friends with that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to make sure that you can dedicate the time that person may need. Like, all of your friends may not need you at one time. Hell, it may not need you to come to the rescue at all. You see what I'm saying? But you got to be able to, when you need a friend, when your friend needs you, you got to be able to say, I'm here for you. This is why you can't spread yourself out to too many people. I can be friends with 8 people comfortable. 8 females comfortable. I can be friend and say, you know what? If my friend need me, I'm jumping in the car. It take me 6 hours to get there. I'm on my way. You see what I'm saying? Because if I value you as a friend, I have to be able to give to you, to pour into you. And that's what it's about. It's about pouring into each other, edifying each other, learning from each other. I don't know my Cash App, Voodoo. Let me ask Ryu. Ryu know it. Um, let me see. Ryu know my Cash App. He set it up. I don't know it. Let me see. I think it's Roxy, something like that. Okay, it's it. Okay, that's it. I think that's, oh, Miss. I'm sorry, I put Mr., but it's Miss. Let me redo it. Okay. But I think when and that's what we have to understand. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I do an evaluation of people in my life, right? And I may say, okay, like I'm just gonna make up some names, right? I'm talking to Ray every day. Me and Ray, we are building our relationship as friends. We're edifying, and I haven't heard from Elizabeth in a month. You see what I'm saying? And or 2 months. So right now, me and such is building a little bit more than than this person. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about it's all about, I'm trying to find the word. When you're doing an evaluation, right, of your life, like because I do it in all things, right? Like when I'm doing an evaluation of who I'm friends with or what we literally got going on, like I evaluate. I look at my, like, have they been calling me? Have they been checking on me? Have I been calling them? Have I been checking on them? Where do I want to see our friendship go? The same questions that they ask you and the same evaluation that your job give you, start doing this evaluation to real life, to people in your life. Like, and in reality, you, because if you don't do it, you're gonna end up depleted. You're gonna end up pouring into people who's not pouring back into you. You're going to end up giving to people who are not thinking about giving to you. They are takers. Some people in life, they are just takers. You see what I'm saying? And they're going to take everything that, thank you, Voodoo. They're going to take everything and return to you nothing. And that's not fair. So you have to be able to say, I'm not going to do that. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be able to know, I've been pouring into this person, but what did you get back from it? What have that person gave you? What have you got back from that relationship? Are they pouring into you? Are they pouring into your kids? Are they what are they what's happening? Because if you don't, you're going to be friends with somebody for 25 years and realize that you have really been the only friend in that relationship. And then you, like, for me, I did that. You know what I'm saying? And I walked away. I walked away from that relationship hurt. And I was only hurt because I felt like I was a really good friend. And I was upset with myself because I felt like it took me too long to realize that they weren't my friend. You know what I'm saying? Because friendship goes both ways. You both have to pour into each other. You both have to give to each other. You both have to sacrifice for each other. Like that goes both ways. I think Cat is super smart. I think he's super dope. Only for the simple fact is he realized a lot of stuff at a really young age. Like I don't know how, like he was really young when he realized that a lot of people, they didn't have his best interests in heart. You see what I'm saying? Like you can kind of tell that Kevin Hart is, I have a friend, she used to say, I come before you in the dictionary. And that's how people live, right? I come before you in the dictionary. And so I was like, what? And then when you really sit down and you think about it, a lot of people live their life like that. They put they self before they put you. But the Bible says if you get the first two commandments right, he said, I'll give you a Bible on everything else, right? So he basically, and the first two is love thy neighbor, love thy God with your whole heart and your soul, and then love your neighbor as you love yourself, right? He said, I give you a bypass on everything else. But why everybody be preaching about everything else? They want to preach about your sexuality. They want to tell you don't lie, don't steal, don't cheat. They want to tell you about everything else. But if you love thy neighbor as you love yourself, and that right there is so hard to do, because that's all I try to focus on is loving other people the way that I love myself, right? Like the word tell us to love other people, to treat people fair, to treat people right, right? But to be selfless, right? We're supposed to be selfless. We're supposed to help other people. That's why I don't have a problem with, my thing is, I want to see you win. That I want to see you do good. I want to see you win. I want to see you. I want to, like, for me, let me tell you something. When I first start working in the mortgage field, I don't know if I should tell this story, but all right, here we go, y'all. So I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. I was going to church every Sunday, and I wanted to purchase a home, right? And the pastor used to say, it don't matter what God say. It don't matter what people say. God approve you. It don't matter if people deny you. God is approve you. It doesn't matter if they deny you for that house. Go back again and again. And so me, dummy, I kept going back, applying for mortgages, and was getting denied. And finally, when I started working in the mortgage field, right, and I started seeing what was needed, this and that, I started, working. And this girl, she said, won't you just ask them what you need to do to get approved? But I had never thought about that, because all I kept thinking of is what the pastor was saying is, if man deny you, God approve you. It don't matter what man say, it's all about what he say. And in my mind, I was like, I had never once asked this lady what I needed to do to get approved, right? I was just simply going off of what this lady said. And so I applied, I got denied. And I asked the lady, I said, what do I need to be approved? She said, oh, it's easy. All you have to do is build your credit to a 580. I was like, a 580? Nobody told me this, right? And she said, go get you 2 secured credit cards and build your credit with secured credit cards. I did it. You see what I'm saying? And so everything that lady told me to do, I did it. And the next time I went and applied for a mortgage, I got approved. You see what I'm saying? And so it was just that simple. It was just, all I needed to do was ask a question, y'all. Like, it was so, and then I realized, like, sometimes church people crazy. Church people, they don't know any better. And that same pastor who was telling me that came to me and said, what I need to do to get approved for a house. Go down there and tell them people God approved you, the same thing you was preaching in the church. Tell them the same thing you was telling me to do. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't even believe the same thing that you was telling other people to do. You don't even believe it. So I told her, make sure your credit score is over a 580. You're going to qualify for 3 times the amount of income that you make. They're going to look at your debt to ratio. I just told her everything that they needed in order to get approved. You see what I'm saying? But it's funny that they would preach, if man deny you, God approve you. But on the same hand is, you don't even believe that yourself. Like, y'all see how crazy that is? That don't even make no sense, y'all. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I applied for a house for 5 years straight, going solely off of what the church said. Solely off of what the church said. It wasn't until I asked this girl, I asked her, matter of fact, I'll bring her over here right now. I asked her, what do I need to qualify for a loan? And she said, all you got to do is build your credit score to a 580. She said you're gonna be approved for 3 times your income. So if y'all made $50,000, you're gonna qualify for $150,000. No more, no less. You see what I'm saying? And so and then your debt to ratio, you got to have a little, like for an example, if you're making $3,000 a month, all of your bills shouldn't be coming to $2,900 a month, because they look at your debt to ratio. It got to balance itself out. And when they're looking at your bills, they're not looking at how much you spend on food. They're not looking at your car. Like for an example, if you got a car note and your car is, say, 200, they're not looking at you got to pay insurance for 200. They're not looking at your insurance at all. They're looking at that car note, because that's what hitting your credit. You see what I'm saying? So they're not really looking at the other bills that you have coming out, right? Like if you're like if your rent is 1,000, they're not looking at your water bill, your light bill. They're not looking at that. They're looking solely based on what your top income is before taxes, right? Because you can make $3,000, right? But after taxes, you may only be bringing home $2,500. But they're not looking at that. Everything is solely going off of the 3,000. So you gotta So I'm gonna talk about the mortgage on another screen, because y'all know I come from a mortgage background. I've been doing mortgage for 15 plus years. Like I'm at, like, when my homegirls buy homes, I'm at the closing. Like I'm at the closing with a bottle of wine. We get, like, with 2 glasses, like, let's toast, because you have worked so hard to get here. My uncle is a CPA, he a financial advisor, he do taxes. I'm gonna call him, like, whatever I need to help you to get into that house, I'm gonna help you. Ray, you like the mortgage talk? I know, but some people don't. I just don't want to, because I do a screen one day and all we're gonna talk about is mortgages and buying homes, buying second properties. Like right now, I be telling Voodoo, like, I want you to buy an investment property. I want her to purchase an investment property. Like I want to see you win. And I want to see you well off. I want her to solely be on YouTube and letting her money work for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see all of us win. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's about everybody winning. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at the Cat Heart, when I look at it, I say, guess what? The truth can stand all by itself. I haven't seen nobody. Well, they did call him a liar. Luda made that song, which he responded with a rap, y'all. This fool responded with a rap. Talking about he don't know what party. Letting me know, nigga, you know it was a party. You just don't know which party he talking about. But I kind of believe him. I believe 70. But this is the thing, right? Me and you can have a conversation, and you can take away from it one thing, and I can take away from the conversation another thing. But then when we tell somebody else, who's lying? You see what I'm saying? Like, we don't know. He took away, you can take something away one way and somebody else takes something a different way, but it don't necessarily mean that either one of us is wrong. It doesn't necessarily mean that. Like, when you look at the Cat Heart, when Ricky Smiley say, I auditioned for the Money Mike role, I had the role. But and then you got Ice Cube saying you auditioned for it, but we saw you better in another role. And then you got Cat Williams saying I wrote the part for Money Mike. Like if you line all three of what they said, all three of them was literally telling the truth. You see what I'm saying? Like when you heard Ice Cube say that Money Mike had a small role, but it kept getting extended. So that means that Cat Williams did have to write some of the lines because he had to add to the character of Money Mike. You know what I'm saying? So he may have not wrote all his lines, but he literally added to the conversation, right? He added it. He added more stuff to it. You can tell that, right? So then you look at, did Ricky Smiley did he audition for it? I believe he did. I believe he I don't think he would have made a good pimp. I just don't. It's nothing about Ricky Smiley and pimp go together. Like I just, it's nothing about him giving me pimp vibes. You know what I mean? Like he's getting pimped. I pimp the shit out of him. But can y'all see Ricky Smiley running game on any female? I just don't. I don't see him like that, y'all. I just don't see it in him. Like you're right, but like I just I don't get it. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't get that from him. And so as as people, you like he do. I thought he had a wife and kids. How he get kids? Mm, I didn't know that. Pay him no attention. I don't listen to his morning show. Like I don't listen to Steve Harvey morning show. I don't listen to any of them idiots because this is like I, nothing that they can literally tell me. At the end of the day, it ain't nothing that they can. What can they say, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like I went and listened to Ricky Smiley morning show. I'm definitely ain't going over there to listen to the brat because she looked like the girl. She looked like she would be the boy in the relationship, but I think she's the girl in the relationship. So it's like it's nothing that Cat, it's nothing that Ricky Smiley. I wouldn't go listen to his morning show, just like I wouldn't listen to Steve Harvey morning show. Then you got Shirley over there giving advice when your husband around here running them up. Like, girl, focus. Like, focus on your house. Like, it's too much. I just can't. Like I said, you think so? You, well, you see, they don't have that white baby. That baby don't look like them. If you literally gonna give birth to a baby, why your baby ain't looking like y'all? Y'all don't give birth to a baby that don't even make no sense. You see what I'm saying? Like it don't make no sense. Like you don't give birth to a baby that don't even look like you. So how is that possible? You see what I'm saying? Like how is that possible? You can't. They both the girls. They both the girls. Thank you, Jay said it. They both the girls. Are they both the girls? Wait, Jay, help me with that. Don't okay. Y'all know my daughter gay. right? And my daughter dressed like a boy. And so I assume she's the man in her relationship. But I always thought the brat was the guy version of the girl. I I don't know. I'm gonna leave the brat them alone. I don't know too much about they situation. I just think it's the beginning of 2024. Everything is being exposed. And I just want to say it is time to do an evaluation of your life, of who you got in your life. I never knew that. I always thought the brat was I I didn't know that. But I don't follow the brat or Judy or any of that them like it's nothing that they can. I never watched a show. That's why both of them wore dresses in their wedding. That's why both of them. You know what? You might be on to something. That's why both of them had on wedding dress. I always wonder why the brat didn't wear a suit, but she literally did have a dress. You're right. Okay. That makes sense. I didn't know that, but that makes sense. That makes sense. Let me tell you something. I can't get my daughter in a dress for nothing. You know what I tell you? For nothing. Mm-mm. But I that just but back to what I was saying. I got sidetracked. Y'all know I get sidetracked. We go from here to there, all around, but we come back. But I'm just saying, right? It's 2024. And sometimes you have to let some relationships go. You see what I'm saying? I think it's time to do an evaluation. You're right, Elizabeth. But I just say it's 2024. It's time to do an evaluation. Let's evaluate. And sometimes, like for people who, for me, if I see a person and I'm like, we haven't been acting as friends. I haven't heard from you. I haven't seen you. Like we we're not acting like the close friends that we used to. You see what I'm saying? And I know life happened. I know people get busy. One of my I got three mentors, right? And I don't had these three mentors for my first mentor. We started when I was 18. And then my second, I was about 20, 27. And then my third mentor, I met when I was 30, right? And so one of my mentors, we meet 3 times a year to catch up and to talk, right? And so one of my mentors I talk to almost daily, you know, because the one I told y'all I've been telling her she ain't been acting like a good mentor. You know what I'm saying? Because she hasn't been acting like a good mentor because I haven't heard from her in 30 days. And to me, that's a problem. You know what I mean? And so right, Elizabeth, we are 6 days in. And so I want everybody, we're gonna clean out the closet. We're gonna clean out the closet. I want y'all to evaluate the people that y'all have in y'all life and the position that you give people in your life, right? Because everybody on here got best friends, right? You got a best friend, or you're very close to somebody, give her some grace. I talked to her yesterday. I'm giving her grace. I just told her that I think she's slipping on her job. You know what I'm saying? And I think she got to do better. Like, you a mentor, like, you got to do a little better. I'm gonna need you to start mentoring. You know what I'm saying? She was like, "Girl, you good." Da, 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 da. But I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. But I think that we have to take an evaluation, right? We have to take evaluation of the people in our life, and the same performance, the job, the same people at your job who's giving you a job performance, and they're telling you, hey, we just want to talk about your performance last year and go over some things. I want to know, how they talk when they get you in the office. You know what they be saying. We want to just see, how do you feel you did last year? How do you rate your performance? I'm gonna need you to do that same thing with these people in your life. We're gonna do the same thing with them. How do you feel our relationship been? You ain't got, like, for me, you don't have to tell people. Like, I can stop being your friend, but I ain't gotta call you and say, "Girl, I ain't your friend no more." I just go silent. Like, how people say, "I'm changing my phone number because I don't want to be bought." I'm not changing nothing. I don't have this same phone number for 18 years. I am not changing my number. For what? If you call and I don't want to talk, I don't pick it up. Simple. You don't have to change your number. So but you do have to evaluate. So I want you to evaluate the people who you give value to, right? I want you to evaluate the people who you give you take that who you give, what's the word I'm looking for? The What's the word I'm looking for? The people who you give whole way in your life, who you give access to, right? You have to evaluate. You have to evaluate people, right? Like, you put them on a scale from 1 to 5, and you line them up. Like, maybe number 3 has been acting like the person who I had at number 1. Maybe Ray has been acting like a really, really good friend to me. And here I am thinking Ray barely made the group, but in reality, Ray is leading the pack. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to give people their proper, put them in their proper place. You have to look at life with a proper perspective. Like, you got to look and say, I'm not getting this from you, but I am getting this from her. You're not feeding me the way that you used to feed me, and that's okay. We're still friends, but you're not being supportive how I need you to be supportive. And that is okay. You see what I'm saying? It's not like you throwing away the relationship. You're not doing that. You're just reevaluating the relationship. And I think as people, like, that's what we need to do. You have to reevaluate the relationship. You know what I'm saying? And that is okay. I just dropped the link too. But that is okay. You have to evaluate people in your life. That's right, Elizabeth. Because that's the thing. Like, for me, I I don't want to, like, for me, I have no room for negative people. I just don't. Like, I've been doing this. I don't wait till a new year to start something. If I started whenever I started. You know what I mean? Like if I say in 2024, I'm not going to I'm not going to let you dump your trash on me in 2024. If I come up with that in September, I'm gonna stop that in September. Right. Your pros and your cons. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I am not a trash can. So you're not going to dump all your trash on me. And I don't think that that's fair because that's what people do, right? They'll treat you as a trash can. This what they do. They'll call you and girl, let me tell you, da 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 da, and this happened, da 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 da, and dot 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 dot, and before you know it, they have dumped all their trash on you. And then you entering the call positive, uplifting, encouraging, right? They dump all their trash on you. And when the call is over, you are empty. And they say, all right, big girl, I'm gonna talk to you later. Why? Because energy is not lost. It is merely transferred from one individual to the next. It is merely transferred, right? And so they have dumped all their garbage on you. And that is not fair to you. That is not cool for you. That's why this year I'm not being nobody trash can. Nobody. I refuse to elect. I refuse to allow anybody to dump their trash on me going forward. I am not doing that. I am not doing it. You can do it if you want to. You could allow people to do it to you if you want to, but I'm not doing it. So that's what that's where I'm at right now in 2024. I'm not a trash can. Take your trash and do with it as you may. You see what I'm saying? Like I only got one person who I allow to dump their trash on me, and that is my son, who is still trying to gain control over his emotions. Because when he get mad, you you know, y'all know how I don't know how to explain it, but you know how when somebody get upset with somebody else and they go to they already upset about one thing, right? And then they like, yeah, let me tell you what happened. I'm like, first of all, calm the fuck down. But before they know it, they don't dump all this shit on you, right? And here you are empty. Exactly, Elizabeth. You got your own issues. They don't you think, you think they care? They don't care. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you how you know they don't care because they ain't even ask you how you doing. They ain't even ask you what you got going on. You see what I'm saying? That's how you know they don't care. Because we all have our own issues. We all have our own problems going on. Like sometimes life just deal you some cards and it be what it be. You know what I mean? And it's not that God hates you, it's not that life hates you. Like it's just life. And one thing about life, life is gonna life. So you just and but they don't care. They and you can tell because they'll say, girl, you busy? Let me tell you what happened. Never once did they say, are you okay? Are you good today? Anything going on? They don't care. They just immediately start going in about their problems. You see what I'm saying? They immediately start going in about their issues. They never once cared. I mean, I'm not gonna say that they don't. I don't know if I want to say they don't care. I don't know if I want to use that word. I don't know if I want to say that they don't. I don't know. I just think that maybe I just think that they don't know. Like, you have to control your emotions, and you have to control, like, see, I was raised by, okay, so I was adopted, right? And my mom, when she adopted us, she was already 60, right? And so I grew up, and I'm from the South. So y'all already know, I she was just so old school, right? And I don't know if y'all ever heard, she used to say, get a hold of yourself, right? Like, get a hold of yourself. Like, what the fuck that mean? But you it's hard for them to understand, like, you could have had a whole argument or had a really horrible day at work, and the moment that you get off of work and you talk to somebody, and the first thing they say is, girl, let me tell you what happened, not even considering that you probably had a horrible day too, or you didn't have a good day. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't have the best day, but you didn't pick up the phone to dump your mess on somebody else. You're really dealing with your own issues. You got your own problems. Like, you and your husband may not be on the best, having the best relationship at this particular moment. Y'all may be going through something, or you and your kids may be going through something, or whatever, right? But do they care? You know what I'm saying? I used to have, I ain't gonna, you know, I was homeless at one time, and me and my kids lived in my car, right? And me and my older two kids. I was homeless when my older two kids were small, and we lived in my car. And so I literally used to try to, I asked friends, can I park in their yard? Because I didn't want to sleep in a strange place. You know what I'm saying? So we lived in my car for I'm gonna say about 6 weeks, and it was just what it was. You know what I'm saying? And so I have people that they was literally still back then, long time ago, they'll still be like, girl, let me tell you what happened. And I'm literally sleeping in my car. Like, my son at the time, he was like 10, 10 or 11. He was maybe like 10 or 11. And my daughter was like 6. And I would be in the front seat, and he would be in the front seat, and she would lay in the back seat, right? And we would put the seat back, but we literally lived in my car. And because I lived in my car, I have a problem with I overbuy. You know what I'm saying? And I only do that because of the fear that I have from being homeless, right? And so I overbuy on food. I overbuy on toiletries. Like, I have a whole pantry full of stuff, but not only is it there, like, I have a whole shelf in my garage that's full of stuff. I overbuy only because of the fear of not having. See, I know what it's like not to have soap. I know what it's like to put dish detergent in the wash machine and wash clothes. I know what it's like. You see what I'm saying? And so, because I know what it's like, I always overbuy. On, like, when Voodoo was actually, she was saying, y'all get you some extra water. Let me tell you something. I buy 10 cases of water at a time. Why? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, life make you who you are. You see what I'm saying? So it's because of that I'm like that. And don't ask me why. Like, if I if I showed y'all half of the stuff, y'all would be like, what the fuck? I got toilet paper on top of toilet paper on top of toilet paper, because I just, it's a fear. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are who we are because of life, right? Life done threw us certain curveballs, certain whatever. And because life, we are who we are, because one thing about life gonna life. You know what I'm saying? And don't ask me why. I do that, Elizabeth. I overbuy all the time. Let me tell you something. I got so many canned goods to the point I have a shelf in my garage where I got canned goods and stuff like that. Only for the simple fact is I remember being homeless and me and my kids ain't had no food. Girl, I remember going to the store buying a pike of chicken that had 5 pieces of chicken. I don't know how old y'all is, but y'all know it used to be 5 pieces of chicken. It used to be like 149, right? And so it but let me tell so it was 5 pieces of chicken and I never forget I used to cook a meal and I would feed my kids, my 2 kids. I would feed them, and then whatever they did not eat, that's what I eat. You see what I'm saying? And so it was hard because you make too much money to get food stamps. I didn't qualify because I made too much money. You see what I'm saying? But I didn't make like it was just crazy. I couldn't qualify for food stamps only because I was trying. You know what I'm saying? And so I remember I used to feed them, and whatever they didn't eat after they get finished eating, I used to always tell them, leave your plate on the table. But because I did not want them to know that what I was doing was taking what they didn't eat, and I would put it on one plate, warm it up, and that was my meal. You see what I'm saying? And so that was just life. You know what I'm saying? And so one thing about life on life. And so I just couldn't, I don't know, it was just hard. You know what I'm saying? And so I I feel to this day because of that, and that was like 20 years ago, because of that, still to this day, right now, I literally just ordered groceries, but I have one, two, I have 3 refrigerators in my kitchen. And then I have 4 refrigerators, right? And I have 2 freezers in my garage. And every last one of them is full. But I still buy food and I like my husband be like, why you bought groceries? You didn't need to buy groceries this week. We okay, da 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 da. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I can't help it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can't help it because I have a fear of waking up and we don't have any food. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just every I think everybody got a fear of something, right? And that's just my fear, right? My fear is of like my 4 kids, my 17, my 16-year-old, and my twins. They don't know what it's like, but my older 2 know what it's like to open a refrigerator and not have anything in it. My younger ones, they'll look at you like you're crazy because they'll be like, we don't know nothing about none of that. But in my mind, I will always be that homeless person who lived in my car. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, that's what I always see. And so life will make you who you are. And a lot of people don't understand that, is that life will life. You know what I'm saying? It but Elizabeth, this is the thing. Like, I literally, and I just thought about it. I literally just ordered groceries before I came on this live. I ordered the groceries. You know what I mean? Did I probably need them? It's the fear of not having food, but I got 4 refrigerators in my kitchen. I got 4 refrigerators in my kitchen, y'all. 4 of them lined up. One of them is full of drinks, water, juice, whatever, sodas, all that good stuff. Like, I don't know, I might got to talk to my mentor about this, y'all, because I'm just realizing that might be a problem. Like, I still have that fear, and some fears are healthy and good for you, and some of them we gotta let them go. And I just think in 2024, I think I think a lot of stuff we have to reevaluate some things. Ma, I dropped the link for you twice, Ma. Where you at? But I think in 2024, like the old folks used to say, it's time to clean the closet out. Like it's time to clean the closet out in life, y'all. Like we gotta clean out the closet. We have to unpack some unhealthy things that we're doing. You know what I'm saying? I know, Elizabeth, but at the same time, like, why, why, why do I got 4 refrigerators? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, why do I got 4 refrigerators? Like, I really do need to ask myself that question. Like, I really need to address that. I really need to address that I got 4 refrigerators. I really do need to think about that. Mom, mute yourself. But
And
Elizabeth,
ain't
like,
nothing wrong with having the refrigerators. I understand your reasoning for it.
4,
What makes it hush your mouth. What makes it excessive because you have a refrigerator with drinks and stuff. It's not like you have food. It's not, to me, that's not over excessive because you have a huge family. What can become over excessive is you have refrigerators in these kids' rooms. That's what can become over excessive.
well, I got those
I know
little.
your reasoning for it. I know you don't have to tell me. You can tell the people if you want to. You don't have to tell me.
Well,
I'm just saying, from
yeah.
what I see, from a grandma on the outside looking in, that's what makes it over excessive.
Well, they don't. They have Mariah is the only one. She wanted it for Christmas, I believe. I don't know if it was last year, but y'all remember Walmart had those little mini refrigerators that you.
Okay, all right. So Raya's the only one that has it.
Yeah, she
Okay.
has a
Well, that's fine. That's fine. No problem with that. I don't mind Raya having one because I do understand the reasoning. Anyway, I don't think it's over excessive because you have a huge family, child. And when you go grocery shopping, I already know how groceries go. You know, I have a huge one too. And I have 2 refrigerators and a freezer. And right now, it's just the three of us in here and our dogs, myself, my husband, and my son. And even with me grocery shopping now, it can be a lot that I'm like, I don't have enough room for stuff. And I still run out of food. And I'm not saying like where I'm sitting here like bare and I have nothing to go in the refrigerator and get, but there's things that I need that I may have run out of over time. And no, I'm not grocery shopping all the time. Maybe that's what you need to stop doing is grocery shopping as much and just save. But if it gets to a point to where, I mean, let's say it's always good to have waters, okay? So let's say, for example, you said you have 10. When you get down to maybe to the fact that you have 6 cases left, okay, go ahead and buy another case. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to make sure you keep having to have everything stacked to the brim. And do listen to your husband because that's important. He is the lead, in case you forgot. There could be a reason that he's saying that. God isn't going to let you run out. That's the other thing. You have a fear of these things, but you also have to put your fear away for a minute and let God handle it. You know God ain't gonna let you go without because you put him first all the time. You've learned. That's why you've been so blessed.
yeah, you're right, Mom. I just
I am asking God to help me with my fear, which could be, I don't know, may not be anybody's fear. At one time, I was not scared to die. But I promise you, the thought of me dying and leaving my family on earth kills me now. And I don't know if it's because of the world or what's going on. I don't know. But I always want my family around me. And I'm hurt when they're not here. And
yeah.
I do realize that I came in this world by myself and I got to leave by myself. I have to remember that.
Tell you something. Like me and my husband, we talk about that. Like I told him, like for me, when I die, I just want a private funeral just for my kids. Like I I don't want to be put in the ground. Like and then I don't want a funeral. You know what I'm saying? If my kids, they can have a private, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like I would never give my enemies the opportunity to stand over me. Like that ain't nothing. I refuse to give you an opportunity to do that. I'm just not doing that. So
Listen here, little girl. Wait,
I
hold up. They ain't saying. I understand your reasoning for not wanting a funeral. If you're saying, because I don't know if you wanted your body to be cremated or what, or you just wanted them to have a. So all I'm saying is that's not giving your enemies an opportunity to stand over you because you ain't there no more. In
yeah,
fact, you over in fact you over top of them.
just for the
You're not
fact,
even there. I
just
don't care. God, see, that's you trying to control. You trying to control what God can do. Once again,
I ain't trying to control. It just like for me, it's we're gonna move past that. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about
we're not doing that because I don't even know how I got there, and I don't even like you sitting here talking. I said what my fear was. Nobody told you to start talking about your funeral. I should knock you out and that wig with
but
you.
but my fear is my fear is the homeless part. Like I get like that has always been my thing of not being able to provide for my kids. Like so I do I
Pray
overbuy.
on it. Pray on it, Roxy. I'm trying to tell you, pray on it because God ain't gonna let that happen. I understand it. You know I've been there. You slept in a car. Guess what? I didn't have a car to sleep in. And that can become my fear too, but I've learned not to be fearful of it because I've also put my trust in God so much that I know He's not gonna let me get down that low no more. If I get down that low, it's because I took myself there.
Yeah.
Pray on that thing right there.
Yeah, I
Ain't
got
nobody gonna be able to help you with that but God when it comes to that fear of being homeless. But you're
yeah,
not gonna be homeless. Your bills are getting paid. Am I correct?
of course. But
All right. The only
that's
way the only way it's gonna happen, and I hate to say it like that, is the way the world is turning out, and that's when survival kicks in. So I do understand what you're saying. However, God will provide, honey.
you're right, Mom. But I think that's my only thing. Like that's what I'm gonna work on in 2024, right? Um I am doing my evaluation. Like I said, I do that. I've been doing that for years to evaluate people in your life. This is how you remove people and that has positions or whatever, or because whether you know it or not, you do give people positions in your life, right?
Yes,
And
you do.
so you got to be careful about because you can't eat like you know how your mama used to say you can't eat at everybody's house.
Yeah.
I don't allow my kids to eat at everybody's table, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that type of stuff. It's the same thing. And when
Mm-hmm.
somebody's talking, you're eating. So you got to be careful about who all you're eating from. You see what I'm saying? So I'm very careful about who I can receive from. Because sometimes you can't receive from everybody. You got to be careful about who's feeding you. You know what I'm saying? So, and
That's
sometimes
true.
intentions are not right. That's why you gotta have a pure heart. Like
That's
you
right.
gotta come from a pure place. Like my thing is, I always want to uplift people. Hey, we can do better. I want you to start with you. Don't I don't focus on nobody else. I start with me. I can't change nothing of nobody else and how they think and how they see life. The only person that I can change and the only person that I can fix is me. So I will spend a lifetime working on me. You see what I'm saying? So that's the only thing. I look in. Like they say, look in before you look out. Look in. Fix you. So I am it's still the first month of the year. I'm in my evaluation stage of who I
I got
call
a question. I got a question. If I look in, will I be cross-eyed?
no, no, because it's the metaphor. Like my mama used to
I
say,
know what you saying, child. I know what you saying. You think I
look,
don't know all these metaphors you up here talking about? I didn't heard them before.
listen,
You know that.
you okay? I'm gonna ask you about this one. I don't know if y'all ever heard this before, but I just got this like 5 years ago, right? I just got it. I didn't get it before then. About 5 years ago, no, it may have been about 10 years ago. I finally understood it. My mama used to say, as long as her ass point toward the ground, she ain't gonna never have shit. And I used to be like,
Come on, let's go.
and so in my mind, I was like, how do she know if somebody butt is pointing toward the ground? You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't get it, but I then later realized it's just a metaphor of what she's saying. It wasn't, because in my mind, I really used to be looking at people butt and be like,
You get on my
nah,
nerves. I swear. To what she was looking at people, but
because I
I
didn't
believe you. I believe you.
was just trying to understand what she was saying, and it wasn't. I couldn't find nobody but that pointed toward the ground, and then I
You get
realized
on my nerves.
her attitude is fucked up. You know what I mean? So
Couldn't find nobody but towards the ground.
it was just so crazy. I used to be like,
That whole time your butt was towards the ground because you sit up there looking at other people's butts.
let me tell you something. I was, because I literally was trying to figure out if she was gonna be something, if she wasn't. You know what I mean? Like, what's she gonna be? Is she gonna be something? Is she not? So I just, I did, mama. Like, I thought that was so funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I talked to my mentor yesterday, I told her, like, I want her to talk one day. I want her to talk about the importance of having mentors. It is so important to have um people in your life who you can eat from, because you can't eat from everybody, and everybody ain't coming to feed you. You know what I'm saying? Some people just come to eat, and it's not cool to just come to take away from people all the time. Like, you literally come every time you coming to dump your trash, and that's not fair to anybody. You know what I mean? So, you know, that just, Mom, that's just what I think. I don't think it's fair. I think all of us have our times where we are depleted and we just want to vent, right? But I don't think that that should be an everyday thing. I don't think that you should be negative every day all the time. I don't think that that's cool. I don't think that's good. I think that a lot of people say, "Oh, I see the glass half full." But in reality, you really is a negative person and you really see the glass half empty. You're only saying that because you think that's what I expect for you to say. And I don't think that that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that that's cool, Mom. What you think?
I agree with you, baby. I totally agree. I mean, I think the glass half empty, but it's okay because I'm gonna fill it up all the way. I ain't worried about whether it's half empty or half full because it's gonna be full for me. And when I drink it, it's gonna be empty.
Mom,
What?
what is wrong with you, Mom?
Already told you I'm in the mood of being happy. I just can't. I just can't. And you already know I'm gonna joke about everything today. You called me and I was half asleep. What I do? Wake up joking. So come on now, Roxy. You getting on my daggone nerves. What you want, child? You doing good with your life. I just came up here because you kept putting the stream yard in there. And I'm not gonna let my baby girl sit up here. She done put the
On
stream yard in there a thousand
StreamYard.
times.
Look, Mom, on StreamYard. But
No, ain't no on stream yard. In mama's yard. The front and the back. You get on my nerves.
but I mean, that's all I really wanted to talk about. I just wanted to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are 6 days in, and let's do an
Is
eval.
Voodoo still in here or did she leave out?
Voodoo at work.
I know, but she came in and she was in the comments. I'm asking if she's still in the comments. Jesus Christ. If
Uh-uh.
you are in here, Voodoo, I want to just let you know that I did not hear you say that you was opening up your live for this one individual yesterday. I had no idea because I walked away and I feel really bad. I apologize. And I'm going to try my best not to come up there no more unless I see other people up there. Okay, bye.
Ma. So Elizabeth said, "Your mama's so funny." My mama is. Let me tell you something. Is my mama is my mama. You know, that's all I can say is she just mom. You know
That's
what I
sad you gonna say. That's sad you gonna say that. That's real sad. My mama, let me just say this about her. My mama is just, she's just my mama. You know what? And you just my goddamn child. That's what I know. Now
mean?
what? My mom, y'all, let me tell y'all something about Roxy. Roxy, she just, she just my child. That's all.
Me too, Elizabeth. I'm with you on that. You know, I made my mama adopt me as hers. She ain't got no choice. You know what I mean? Oh my, you can't read the
Should I
comment.
call the people? Should I call the people? She gonna tell me I don't have a choice. Should I call the people? What people can I call? I
Who you
can't call
call?
Child Protective Services. What
Sure,
could I? Who could I call? Can somebody help me out in the chat?
you better get Jesus
Can
on
I
them.
call the White House? Because she like to call the White House and ask for Joe.
That's all you can do. You better call Jesus.
Yeah,
Jesus,
I'm listening. I've been calling on him. I've been calling on him.
tell them what you want.
I don't like the way you saying that. No, don't you call him for me. Let me do it on my own.
That's all I'm saying. You better call him. You can.
I don't like how you singing it. I call on him every day anyway, and you know this. So I'm gonna need you to mind your business. I'm talking to the people that's in the chat that's here. If I can get somebody to find some government people I can contact, and she like to call Joe a lot. And she like to call DeSantis. She like to call these people. I need some important people that I can contact in regards to somebody making you and just coming into your house. It's not called squatting. What is it called when they just jump in your life and say, "You is my mama and nobody else is your mom"? Look, she won't let nobody else be my damn child. Nobody. This is sad. You would have thought that I pushed her out 49 years ago. Last time I checked, I wasn't pushing nobody out 49 years ago.
Oh well,
But I love the little ratchet little child. That's the problem.
you
And
ain't
then
got
she'll
no
say, "Oh well." I hate it here. The people would have had me locked away if I was pushing something out 49 years ago.
my
And I
Elizabeth.
asked my mother, father, "What's going on? Why is this little girl so grown?" Mm. I was here that many years ago, but guess what? I ain't got time to be pushing out no kids. Something else got to be said. Shit. Sick of this little grown kid running around here trying to tell me what to do. And all I did was come up here because you keep putting in the goddamn on stream, y'all. The thing stream, y'all, stream, y'all, stream. I said, let me come up here because I don't want my daughter sitting up here by herself and she keep putting the stream, y'all, link in here. I don't
My
like sitting by. Don't mom me. I'm sick of it now. I'm sick of it. You sound just like the rest of them. Why you think all the rest of them gone? They like, I get the hell out of here. Yeah, go. Y'all getting my damn nerves. Move, Lulu. You need to come get your fur dog brother too because he getting on my nerves. Move.
I was just gonna tell you that Elizabeth said that you're beautiful and we can pass his sister's mom out.
Oh, you are so sweet. Oh my God. Hold up. Wait a minute. She about to make me tear up. Hold on. Did you hear what she said? You heard what she said, right? Sisters.
Okay,
But
mom.
no, Elizabeth, I do have children that she's the oldest one. However, I do have children that are only a few years younger than her. So yes, I have. You see how many grandkids I have? This is in real life. I'm old, whether you believe it or not. I am. The braids might make me look young, but when I take these braids out, child, you're like, ooh, and the bags under my eyes, honey. The age is dead. I got arthritis in my knees.
Elizabeth say my body isn't built for pushing out anything that way more than me.
I
I
done
just
pushed out a lot of them, Elizabeth. I done pushed out a lot of them. Oh God, yes, honey. Push them things out, sure did. I wasn't flopping them out like this one, but I had pain. I ain't gonna hold you. I was in pain. I probably should. I wish I had all these remedies that these young ladies had back then because I didn't have all that mess. I was in pain pushing mine out. I think the longest labor I stayed in might have been about 10 hours. And that's with my second daughter. And I ain't got time. And this grown wench that went on to be a dentist. I'm sick of them. I'm glad they gone. I'm glad they doing good. I am. I ain't gonna hold you. I am so glad my kids are doing so much better than I was doing at their ages. I promise you, a great tears to my eyes. But I still have a fear of leaving my babies on this wretched earth. I don't want them crying for me, and I don't want them. I don't just don't want them here. I feel like only I can protect them. I don't know why. Move. I'm saying physically. I know God can protect them physically, spiritually, and all that. But that's just my fear. Like if I find out somebody bothering my kids or something going on, oh, mama pulling up, and mama, unfortunately, they didn't let me get this gun license, honey. You can't tell me nothing. Artillery everywhere. That's all I'm gonna say. Pit bulls and all that kind of stuff. I'm not who said what when where they at. We can fight it out, shoot it out, stab it out, or I can let my dog go at you. Which one you want? Let's go.
You said let the dog go.
Yes, you already know Lulu not playing. You know that. You know Lulu not playing. Let him see you anybody bothering anybody that I'm connected with. It's over. He's going at you. The boy got two. Have you ever seen a dog have two? Look, been on house arrest twice. He got a record. You hear me? Don't let this dog out. Cause you thought you was gonna come talk to my mother, and I don't know you. Oh, you got bit. I'm sorry. And the clear people called on him.
You say Lulu got a record.
He do.
Lulu
He had
don't
to be in the house stuck for 14 days twice. You hear me? But there's no reason that the police know my dog's name. And it was all clear people. Oh, here, look at him. Don't you see the sign saying "Beware, dog"? Just because you talking to me don't mean it's okay for you to just reach your hand over my fist and play him. And he cut you. He got you, didn't he? All I can say is I'm sorry. The sign say "Beware, dog." You call. I mean, they called the police on my dog, child. Clear people. You can't trust them. Can't live with them. And I'd love to live without them. Come on, let's go. Move, little. Move out the way.
I am. Come here. All right. But I think we are 6 days in. We are 6 days in, and we have to do some not only self evaluations, but we also need to do life evaluation, right? I think that's what we need to do. I know that's what I do. I hope that will help y'all. Like I hope that self evaluation would help you. I think that as people the same way, on these jobs they do evaluations, and they talk about your job performance and all of this stuff, and they talk about hey, can you put that together? You can come in here and close the door. You can just come over here. I need you to put that together so when I start doing your hair. Come on, close the door. I just think that's what we need to start doing. I think we need to do self-evaluation, and then I think we need to evaluate the people who have access to us. You know what I'm saying? Let's evaluate who people are in your life and the access that because you had to give it to them, you gave them access to you, and why do they have access to you? What, like, put the relationships in this proper perspective, right? And I think that's what needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? I think that's because it's the first week of the year. You know what I'm saying? I think that's
I'm
what.
trying, y'all. I'm trying. Y'all heard what she said? Did y'all see what I commented yesterday about my kids and needing, to put them in the right circle and reevaluation? She a part of the kids. She one of the kids on the list.
Roy, you and your grandma?
Don't put Raya in it. Raya ain't on the list. Raya gonna be around me forever, child. Do you understand? I said my kids, not my grandbabies. My grandbabies can do whatever. These kids, these grown kids, they got it. There has to be some reevaluation done because y'all getting on my goddamn nerves.
I can't hear you, Mama. Your phone, I can't hear you.
I bet it did. I bet it did go out. I bet it did go out. I bet it did. Too bad. You ain't hear me that time. Why you making these faces? I know you hear me. I know you is. Sick of this. That's why I said the kids have to be reevaluated, not the grandbabies. The kids. The kids bother me more than the grandbabies. And I can let my grandbabies call and text me all day long. It's the kids, y'all. It's the kids. Raya laughing? Raya, I love you, Raya. What she say?
She said, I love you too.
All right. You okay, Raya? Did somebody bothering you? Somebody having some issues, I'm about to find out because I really feel like you done did something to my grandbaby and we gonna have a whole problem, honey.
She okay. She over here putting together this thing because I'm finna braid her hair. And when I get off the live, I'm finna braid her hair for school.
Yeah, okay. I said I talked to her. I don't need you to tell me, but she look. I know
But
she okay. Get on my nerves.
Mom,
What little girl?
are we good, Mama?
Of course we good. Why wouldn't we be good? I'm just saying I gotta reevaluate. As long as I love you, you good, honey. Go ahead. You coming in the house? Come on, Lou.
And that is where we are. We are the first weekend. We are doing
And I
self-evaluation
need you to go sit down.
and we are doing life evaluation. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where we at. We're gonna do I want us to reflect on our self-evaluation and then life evaluation. We're gonna look at the people who have access to us, why they have access to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, because y'all know when Voodoo get ready to go over there to the pottery house, when Prophet and Boo go over there, I'm going with it, right? Y'all already know we both going over there to the pottery house together. We going over there. And I would be like, this Prophet is Boo. And but anyway, we're going to do self-evaluation. I want us to look in and evaluate who have access to us and why do they have access to us. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, it's 2024 and I am no longer allowing anybody to dump trash on me. I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep your negativity, keep your trash to yourself. I am not going to allow anybody to dump trash on me in 2024. Everybody gonna take accountability and we're gonna stand in our own poop. You know what I mean? Like, we're all gonna stand in our own whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where we are. That's the plan. So this week we're going to evaluate and remove. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to literally tell people, girl, I ain't messing with you no more. You ain't got to do that. Just show them with action. You see what I'm saying? Just show them with actions. You got to, because this is the thing. If a person want to do better, they got to do better. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not our job to help them or to want them to do better. Right. On that block option on your phone. Like I tell people all the time, I'm not changing my phone number. If you call my phone and I want to be bothered, I'm not answering. That's it. Why do I have to change my number? Why do I have to then give all my friends a new contact number only because I don't want to be bothered with one person? No, it doesn't work like that. You bring your phone down here. Can you get it for me, please? I'm sorry.
Child, listen here.
But
I use that block option real fast. And I know how to not answer my phone. and put it on do not disturb for the people I don't feel like being bothered with. That's exactly what it is. I ain't got time. Kids included.
Now you went too far, Ma. I was with you. Then you just jumped out the window.
You were shaking your head too much. You were shaking your head too much. You and Didi are going on the D&D list for at least a month. Bye.
Ma, you can't be doing that. You.
Yes, I can. I can do whatever I want. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Y'all the only two that call, and when Dejan leave up out of here, he going on the D&D list too. Because he keep calling about he in his house right now, so I can't put him on the D&D list in the house. But listen here. Y'all three going on D&D list because y'all call all the time. He even called him when I'm at work and you in school, asking questions that you should know about. Come on now, you 18 years old. Don't call me asking me what our zip code is. What's wrong with you, boy? You and Didi, Mom, what you doing? I love you. What do you want, child? Never ever just calling to tell you I love you. What do y'all want? It's something you want. She wanted what she wanted yesterday. She wanted to iron. I'm about to go live. I don't listen here. I'm gonna know. I got notifications on my phone. You don't gotta wake me up out my nap to tell me this stuff. I'm sick of these kids, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, I'm sick of them. They stressing me out. They draining me. They draining me, y'all. And I hear from all 8 of my kids throughout the week. But these 3 I hear from every day, all the time. They need to sit down somewhere. All right, I said what I said. D&D listed is for a month. I'm taking accountability that these are my children, and I have to do what I have to do to make them grown for a minute. All right.
I don't know why I get it.
You shouldn't have put the StreamYard link up there. That's what you shouldn't have did. You should have asked, is it anybody that want to come up here before I put the StreamYard link in there first? And the people that raise their hands, okay, they put it in there. I ain't like saying I'm not gonna never let my children stand alone.
Okay. I get it. I get it all the time. But Mom, I get it all the time. I don't care. I'm used to it. It is what it is. This is my mama. But I think that's all that I have for this week. Is the self-evaluation of the people who you give access to you. I should have changed the title. That's what the title should have been. We got to evaluate the people who have access to us. Because if you really pay attention to who have access to us, they will alter your thoughts, and not alter your thoughts, but they will alter Mom, what's the word I'm looking for, Mom? When people have access to you, they have influence. That's the word.
Do y'all see what I'm saying? Hold on. Who in the comments? Elizabeth, Ray, y'all see what I'm talking about? You see how she keeps saying mom, mom, mom? This is what I gotta go through. But all she gotta do is calm down and think. She's grown. This is her life. She know what to say. Not to mention, y'all hear the dog is in the background. This is what I'm going through. Her, the dogs. I'm surprised Dejana came downstairs yet to say, Mom, you all right? What you cooking?
But that's the thing, right? That's what we're gonna take away from this week. We're doing self-evaluation of who have access to us, why they have access to us, and what are they what they giving. You know what I mean? And when we can do that, then we can put people in a proper perspective. And if somebody needs to be moved, you know what I mean? Like somebody may be in the number 2 spot that really need to be in that number 7 spot, and just rearrange the list and put people in a proper perspective. You know what I'm saying? Put people in a proper perspective. Like it's cutting off dead weight. If people are not bringing any value to your life, then they shouldn't have access to your life, because we all have to bring value. Any friend that I have, I bring value to their life, right? And they bring value to me. We have to bring value to each other. If if you're in somebody's life, Elizabeth, they don't forget that block session. Look, I'm for real, because if they don't, if you don't put people in a proper place, they will mooch off of you and take from you without adding to you. And that is unfair for you. That is unfair for the people who really love you. If you got kids, that is unfair to your kids, your husband. That is so unfair for somebody to literally sit there and take from you without even a thought, or without even thinking, hey, I need to add to that person. That is so unfair. You know what I'm saying? And so Elizabeth, right? Exercise that block option. Like, put people in their perspective places and move people.
I tell you what you do. I tell you what you do. I tell you what you do. Answer the phone. When they answer the phone, say, "Have you ever been swallowed?" And I bet you they hang up.
I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that, Mom. I ain't doing that.
I got it from y'all. Something. Stop doing it. You did it 1,000 times behind voodoo, and y'all got on my nerves. So now that I'm saying it's stop, Mom, stop. No, Mom. Have you
Mom,
ever been swallowed? Roxy, have you ever been swallowed?
Mom, you can't say that.
Why? I'm grown as hell, child.
You can't say that, Mom.
I done been swallowed. Have you ever been swallowed? Swallowed up? Swallowed up like a
Your
buttercup?
child is right here listening to
Oh,
you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Put your earphones on, bro. You look, bye, child, bye. You was rude. But you know what? Your butt was saying it when they was right there too. So one who told you stop saying it.
I don't remember. I don't
You,
recall.
I remember. I remember that day. I do. Because I put you on punishment. I ain't talked to you for 2 days.
That's right, Elizabeth. You don't want it to. And this is why we are just evaluating. That is it. Self-reflection, evaluation. I want y'all to look at the top 5 people who have access to your life. The top 5 people. The top 5. That's it. Just the top 5 people who have access to your life. And I want you to put them in their place. Are they calling you to vent? Are they uplifting you? Like, what are they doing? And then I want you to put them in a proper perspective in your life, so that way you can literally say, okay, is this, or just rearrange people, put them in the place that they need to be in, so that way you know how to handle them and you know how to respond to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a garbage can. Don't dump the trash on me. I am not. I think I may even tell if somebody that called me and dump trash on me all the time, if they call me, I'm just gonna say, hey, I'm not a trash can. I don't dump the trash on me. Learn how to manage your own garbage, and you get rid of your own garbage. You know what I mean? So Elizabeth say that block thing, hey, that block game, like,
Hey, that blog list. Hey, have you ever been swallowed?
that block list, hey, for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? I just see a lot of people already know me. They know me well enough to know, like, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm too grown for that. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to allow you to do that. I'm not going to allow you to do that, because that is unfair to my husband. That is unfair to my children. That is unfair for the people who actually have to be around me 24 hours, 7 days. That is so unfair to them. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to if you're gonna do that, then you're gonna have to find somebody else to carry your trash or to be your garbage can, because I'm nobody garbage can in 2024. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? You okay? You got it? What's wrong? But that is it. Do anybody have anything they want to say? Do anybody want me to drop the link?
Does anybody have anything they want to say? I do. See what I'm saying?
What, Mom?
Y'all see that, y'all? Y'all see? Did y'all see her facial expression?
Because I know
How many people in the chat? Is Miss Elizabeth sitting? Is she sitting in the chat?
yes.
Does she recognize that I'm speaking right now? Because I have something to say to her in regards to your facial expressions and the respect that she gives her mother at this point. That's why I say these things to her. Roxy, I'm gonna ask you this one last question before I leave. And hold accountability. Roxy,
I'm listening. Yes, ma'am.
have you ever been swallowed?
Well, I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that.
I just like hearing my baby laugh and smile. That's all. Bye. I'm trying to get this beef stroganoff started, and you got me, look, trying to cut up my vegetables. Leave me alone. Trying to cut up these mushrooms. You know, next time you call me, that's what I'm gonna say. Every time. So don't try to avoid calling me because I'm gonna call you 1,000 times. Like how you do me, just keep calling until I answer. But Mama just wanted to make sure you was okay. I was worried. Roxy, I just want to make sure you was okay. I was worried. Have you ever been swallowed?
I would do a welfare check. Don't answer the phone and see what happens.
Have you ever been swallowed? Leave me alone because I'm over here getting swallowed. Maybe that might be what's happening if I'm not answering the phone. Dang, let me get swallowed sometimes. And Mama be Mama sometimes. Dang.
Mom, you ain't allowed to be swallowed.
I ain't old and dried up. Listen here. Don't tell me what I'm not allowed to do. I'm about to go get swallowed up tonight, baby. So don't call my phone. I'm making my special beef stroganoff.
That's
so I can get swallowed up.
Mm-hmm. That's that swallow meal, Mom.
That's that come swallow me up, baby. Come swallow me up, baby, honey. I got you.
But that is all that I had today. If I'm gonna drop this link and see if anybody want to come up. If nobody want to come up,
come on up, Miss Elizabeth.
I like that, Elizabeth. My mama
come up here, Miss Elizabeth, before she gets swallowed up. Miss Elizabeth, have you ever been swallowed? I'm gonna put on my purple robe. That's what I'm gonna do. That might make y'all might see that I'm serious about what I'm saying. I need a microphone and a purple long robe. You hear me? And I need you by my side to wipe my sweat off while I'm preaching. Let's go. Have you ever been swallowed? Have you ever been swallowed?
Elizabeth, my mama is that she
don't never know what to say. She always talk about her mama. That's because she been swallowed up too much. Or has she been doing the swallowing? Wait a minute, hold up, this is another topic. Who's been doing the swallowing? Woo!
Raya is sitting here listening to you, Mom.
Have you ever been swallowed?
Raya, you heard your grandma?
No, why you keep trying to get her to hear me? She over there working and focusing.
She right here. She listening, Mom.
But then why you keep asking her that if she's just right there? Keep bringing attention to you getting swallowed. That ain't my fault that you wanted to be young. Running around here behind Dexter. Running around here talking about Dexter. Somebody here good preaching the whole time. He asking people, do they want to be swallowed? Child, bye. Okay. He over there molding people. Talking about this the part of the house. That's why that's the name of that church. He's molding.
Anyway, I appreciate y'all for coming to hang out with the girl. So
for those who like to be swallowed, you can call 1-888-737 swallow.
Why you better Stop it.
Swallow. It's SWAL. 738 SWAL. Call that number.
Mom.
What little girl? I'm giving the people the number to call in case they want to be swallowed.
But that is all I had today. So I think we're
I
going
should have
to
never said that, y'all. Her mind gone. She thinking about being swallowed tonight. I apologize to the people in the front and the back because her mind will drift.
listen. I'm finna do my baby hair so she can be ready for school come Monday morning because she
Let's
can't.
go, Raya. Grandma wants to see your hair too when you get it done. I want to see your hair.
So yes, Elizabeth. Do you hear her over here making up phone numbers? Do you see it? Is a
Listen here, this the real number, Elizabeth. I hope you're not trying to call it because this number not for you. This for those that want to be swallowed. She gonna call the number. You don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. I'm gonna go ahead and have a real number set up, and it's gonna be my voice. Hello, have you ever been swallowed? What?
okay. I appreciate everybody for coming to hang out with you, girl. Like that was the takeaway that I actually saw from all of this. Standing with it, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate Cat for standing in his on his
And
square.
his realness, yes, he was very real, very, very real. He ain't lied about nothing, that's for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate all of it. Elizabeth, my mom, don't encourage her. Please don't
What she
encourage
say? What she say? Wait a minute, because I'm on stream, y'all, so and I'm on my phone, so I can't switch back and forth over to the YouTube. What did she say? And you better tell me the honest to God truth for everything she said, because you stayed lying. You gotta take accountability to that too. Before I give you something to swallow, this belt. What she said?
She said LMAO, your mama is hilarious.
Oh, okay. What that mean? Love my ass on? What that mean? Y'all always got all this stuff. What it mean?
Snapping my ass off. Your mama is hilarious.
Oh.
Don't encourage this, Elizabeth. I'm telling you, do not encourage her. Robin, stop laughing.
Ain't nothing wrong with that because you know that song? Be encouraged no matter what's going on. He'll make it all right. But you gotta stay strong. Oh, I know right now it's impossible to see. My voice is a little raspy, y'all, because I've been laying down, but you know, if I clear it up, oh, it's gonna come out. And she encouraging me, that ain't nothing but God working through her, honey. I don't know about you, gonna tell this lady don't encourage me. How dare you? You done lost your mind. Thank you, Miss Elizabeth, for encouraging me. Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
See what I'm saying? Oh my God, that is so. You know what? The devil is a liar. He a liar up in here right now. He's a liar. Go ahead, get on off your live, child. I see how where your vibe going. I don't even like it. Somebody said, yeah, okay. Who you think you talking to? Someone said, yeah, okay. Miss Elizabeth, please excuse us, because right now she
I was talking to Rodney, Mom.
She's making my pressure go up. I don't care who you was talking to. You don't say that after I'm talking to myself. Yeah, okay. And you better not be blaming Ryan for nothing. Ooh, these children, they stress my nerves out. You working my nerves. Where my mallet at, Roxy, so I can beat this goddamn. So I can beat the steak. I was about to say beat the meat, but you know, I wasn't trying to say that too loud. Your mind be going places. I'm looking for my mallet so I can beat this steak.
But that's all I have for this week. I will see what topic we gonna talk about next week because you know over here I'm all about self-healing. I am always about you know self-love, loving yourself because you gotta love yourself more, you know, before you can love anybody else. You gotta be healed and whole, you know what I'm saying? Because without that, it means nothing to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So that is all I have for this week. And motivation. That's right, Elizabeth. That's all I'm about is motivating everybody. Let's be better. You know what I mean? Let's just be better than we are. So make sure you like the video, make sure you comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see where we go from here. I'll figure out something. If y'all have any good topics that we can talk about next week, let's go through it. You know what, Mom? We were supposed to watch that Tommy interview with Jason Lee. We'll do that next week. But thank you, Elizabeth. I am so glad that you came through to hang out with your girl and my mama. You know, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Ray, thank you for modding. Everybody, thank you for coming through. Until next time, we will chat it up next time. And I'm going to end the screen right here. Thank y'all. All right, Mom, Fee call you. Oh, my mom already hung up, but Mom, Fee call you. All right, y'all. Have a good one.